So, if you notice on Instagram, hello, it's me, Carmita. Let me back up so I can see both. So, I'm doing something different, little night stream. I just got in from work, and sometimes it's a little bit harder to relax and calm down late at night. And I know a lot of my second, third shift worker friends and folks out there who work maybe 3 to 11, a 2 to 10, some weird 10 to 4, 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. type deal. Sometimes we have that late night restlessness. And so sometimes I am awake through quite most of the night, or sometimes I'm just, I can come in from work or from wherever and just pass out. Those are such lovely nights, but that does not always happen. So I am always curious to see who's interested in some late night stuff. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of late night yoga. This is a yoga for calmness. This is a yoga for just trying to come in late night maybe and kind of calm down and relax, or maybe you just had a really long, hectic day and you're looking for something to calm you down. So I welcome you to a little late night yoga session with me to just find calmness, calm the mind, whether you have a blanket, a towel, carpet, or your yoga mat. Grab it and join me. This won't be a very intense yoga session. For me, I had a pretty cardio-packed day. So like I said, this is just a yoga for calmness. Something different that I'm doing. I've done morning sessions, midday, afternoon, evening. My last one was at 7:30. So let me know when you're free and when you like to get a little stretch in, or maybe some boot camp fitness or Tabata. I'm always playing around and kind of doing guesswork to see when people are up, when they're about, when they're feeling energetic, when they're feeling motivated. And tonight, I'm feeling motivated after working all day. And I don't even know, is it 11:30 midnight? I'm not sure yet. I just kind of came in from work and was like, if I don't do my yoga now, I won't do it at all. So like I said, get on your carpet, grab a blanket, or grab your yoga mat. Let's do some late night yoga. So since this is a yoga for calmness and a late night yoga session, even though it looks kind of bright down here, I'm not going to use any music. I like my late night yoga sessions. I like to usually I do yoga at midnight. Usually it's my midnight yoga session or my midnight mimosa or my something always at midnight. So I'm not using any music just to keep my mind from going. I want my mind to calm down because being a night person, I do find it really hard to wake up in the morning, which is always, and sometimes I'll just stay awake through the whole night, work my morning, take a midday nap, and then go back to work. And other times I find reading helps. A lot of my language work I'll do at night because it helps to calm my mind, and a workout, whether it is cardio to push me and get out those last few energy bugs, or yoga. 2 nights ago, I did an African dance cardio class, which was really cool. And so that was really intense to my muscles. So I think tonight doing a late night yoga session is really nice. So you're welcome to follow along, or, whatever, or leave me a little comment, chit chat. I won't check it till the end, but, but here we go. This is going to be an untimed late night yoga session. So like I said, this is for my second, third shift, workers, second shift workers, and maybe, my nighttime loving friends. So welcome. So we're going to start in a sitting position. Maybe take a moment, close your eyes, or focus on what's directly in front of you. And start to find some stillness within your body. If you need a little background music of your own, maybe try something without lyrics so it doesn't distract your mind and doesn't bring up unnecessary or unwanted thoughts. For me, late night yoga, it's extremely important that it's a silent yoga or just with no background music, no sound other than what's happening around me. So if your eyes are closed, start to focus on your breath. If you're focused on an object in front of you, to kind of get in the zone. Also start to focus on your breath. As you're focusing on your breath, you can either have your hands just in front of you, you can have them out, laying lightly, gently on your legs. Start to get into position, getting comfortable, get on those sit bones. Notice your back, if it's arched, start to straighten up your back. You don't have to have your head tilted up directly, but just with a little baby tilt down towards the ground. And as you're focusing on your breathing, your next breath, make it a deep one. No count necessary. Just a deep inhale in through the nose. And out through the nose if you prefer. And then again, take another deep inhale in through the nose. And out through the nose or out through the mouth. And on this last deep inhale, through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Be mindful of your back. If you notice you're starting to slouch, bring your back up gently to straight back. Take a breath or two on your own. If your eyes are closed, gently start to open them. And if they're open and focused on what's in front of you, then I want you next to take your right leg. And you can have your foot pointed, you can have your foot out, whatever's comfortable. And we're just going to stretch, do a stretch towards that right leg. So you're going to turn your waist, turn your body towards that right leg. Lift your arms up and fold over. As you're folded over in this position, make sure to continue to be mindful of your breath. Take another 1 or 2 breaths in this position. And then when you're ready, rise your arms up, bring them down, release, bring that right leg in, take that left leg out, and the same thing, repeat, bringing your arms up, and then folding over from the waist, adjust as you need in this position. Taking another breath or two. And then when ready, release. Bring your arms up, rise up, and drop them down as your center. And for the next one, I'm going to turn. You don't have to. But just once again, I'm going to Put both legs out. Just have them flat in front of you, your feet flat or relaxed. And you're going to bring those arms up, and you're going to fold over at the waist again. Now, if you fold over and you're feeling stiff, if you need to stop at your knees or your mid leg, that's fine. But if you're feeling a little more flexible now, I always tend to feel a little more flexible at night. Just fold all the way over and breathe. Take another breath or two as you fold over. And when ready, release, bring the arms up. Take a deep breath here if you need, as you release the arms and bring them down. Next, we're going to fold over into cat-cow. It's a good way to find calmness for the night. Focus on your cat-cow and go this at your own pace, and focus on your breathing. First, going into cow and then into cat. So getting a nice stretch, planting those hands down in front of you, planting your feet, and going into cat. If you want a little late night core workout, make sure you're holding in that core, those abs in tight. And one more. Continuing to be mindful of your breath. And relax, going back, taking your knees as wide as your yoga mat and going back for child's pose. Remain in child's pose for 1 or 2 more breaths. And then when ready, release. Come back onto all fours. And I want you to lift your toes up, still in cat-cow position. And we're going to heat up the body just a little bit to get rid of any little energy that still might be flowing through you. As we're trying to calm down for the night, make sure your hands are planted directly under you. Use your toes to lift and get a little stretch. And just lightly, a little bit off the ground, lift your knees up just for a moment. Lift them up, hold them for just a moment, and then release. Drop the feet for a second, and put your feet back on their toes. Get a nice little toe stretch. If you need to release some energy, and if you'd like a little late night core workout, hold that core tight, pulling that stomach in towards your back. And once again, lift up and release. Drop down. Maybe flex your feet, get a little shake to relax them. Once more. Lift your knees up. Hold it. And release. All right. Then you're going to drop back down into plank. Just hold here. And then when ready, release back into downward dog. Getting a nice stretch, lifting those feet, pedaling it out if you need. And bring them up over into plank again. Hold here. Get adjusted if you need. And then back into downward dog. Once again, over into plank. And when you're in downward dog this time, just make sure to remain mindful of your breath. Get adjusted. It's a nice way to stretch out your muscles before bed and go back into downward dog. And slowly, from downward dog, start to walk your feet up to the front of your mat. And just relax here in this position as you're folded over. And when ready, rise up to flat back, remaining mindful of your breath, and release. And rise up, being mindful of your breath and flat back, and release. And this time, rise all the way up. Rising up to mountain pose. Drop those arms down. Take a moment to feel your body. Are you starting to feel tired yet? That's good if you are. It's a nice little way to get heated up. Maybe work that core, but also get out those last little bits of energy so you can relax, rest, and find calmness into the night. For sleep, relaxation, or maybe to get calm, to read a little book, have some tea. That will also help you settle in for bed. Be mindful of your breath. Maybe close your eyes here. Try to let your busyness and your thoughts from the day run away to clear the mind. Take a deep breath in and release. Drop those arms, circle them around, rise them up. Deep breath in and release. Drop them back down to your chest. All right, one more time. Deep breath in. So you rise up. Release, and as you're rising up and bringing your arms down, we're going to go into warrior. So as you bring those arms down, we're going to first take your right knee, keep it in front. We're just going to dive right from that into warrior. And take your arm back, do a nice stretch. And as you release, circle those arms around, bring them back behind you. Try to find some peace in this position. And release. I think my body is finally giving up. And release. Bring that foot back. Stay in plank. Either drop down to chaturanga or go right back into downward dog. You can, whatever feels right to help you relax. And back into plank. Hold here, adjust. And either chaturanga again or back into downward dog. And again, into plank. And back into downward dog. And bring those feet to the front again. Lay here for a moment. And when ready, rise up, flat back. Be mindful of your breath. And release. Once again, up, be mindful of your breath. flat back. And release. This time, bring your arms all the way up, rise to mountain again. Arms down to chest. See how you feel. My muscles are starting to give out, which is exactly what I need to find some peace and sleep and completely exhaust my physical body to catch up and be as tired as my mental. So, goals. Score. And bend at the knees, bring the arms around, rise up in a mountain. Mindful of your breath. Release. One more time. Round the knees. Bring the arms up and around. Down into chest. And we'll go right into warrior on the other side. So just taking that right foot back now, releasing those arms, getting that stretch, bringing the arm back. And circling that around, other side, folding over. Be mindful of your breath. Focus and adjust as you need. I always have one side that's stronger than the other. And release, drop those arms down. Take that foot back into plank again. And slowly rise down into chaturanga if you need. And back into downward dog. And then again, back into plank, adjust as needed. Chaturanga, or dive right back into downward dog. And once more, plank. Hold that core in maybe. For one last core late night workout. And then back into downward dog. And release towards plank, but bring the knees, drop the knees back down to the floor. Swing those legs around. And come to a comfortable seated position again on your mat. So get in that seated position again. Sit in butterfly. Maybe one last time, release any pent up energy that you have. I love one last shake of the arms, one last butterfly, shake at the knees to release any of that last pent up energy. My body has heated. My muscles are finally feeling as exhausted as my mental. I hope the same for you. So you can find some calmness and some peace in your night and maybe exhaust your body if you needed to, like I needed to tonight. So just take one last shake. Maybe do your head side to side. Take one last exhale through your mouth. Start to calm. Start to bring your body to rest. Close the eyes, maybe. See how your body feels. Hopefully, you're feeling ready for a calm, soothing night. And from here, just depending what's comfortable for you, if you're facing your phone or your laptop, whatever you're watching this on, or if you're facing long ways on your mat already, We're going to do a Supta Virasana. So it's pretty much reclining, ground angle. So we're going to sit pretty much with your feet together. And my feet were so dirty. I wore flip-flops to my last dog after it rained all day. So I'm definitely still going to need to wash my feet after, which is also soothing. And take your feet together. If you can't see me, so you're just going to bring your feet together, but we'll be long ways on our mat. And either if you're comfortable here, stay in this position, that's fine. If you're feeling a bit more relaxed, I want you to lay all the way back. If that's uncomfortable for you, if you don't feel that flexible tonight, just go to normal Shavasana. But we'll take a moment in this position, whatever's comfortable, whether you're seated, taking a breath, or folded back. And just release the arms. Take a moment to relax. Take one last deep breath in and out. Maybe start to gently move your fingers. Maybe start to wiggle your toes. Now, if this is your night ender and you want to stay in this position, feel free to do so. If you want to move into Shavasana, release your legs into Shavasana and take another deep breath. You may do so. If you feel the need to get one last stretch and release, do so. And then when ready, if you're ready to be done, feel free to come back and meet me in seated position. So I want to thank you for joining me for this late night noche yoga session. I hope this has helped either bring a little heat, like I said, to help exhaust your physical body so it can maybe slow down with your mental. Maybe it was just a nice nightly stretch that you needed before bed. Either way, I hope you found calmness and peace in this practice with me tonight. Namaste. And like I said, if you're feeling like you want to stay in Shavasana, that is perfectly fine. Or if you're done, ready for tea, ready for bed, great, my job is done. I hope you all have a fabulous, fabulous night and join me next time.